My viewers have really opened my eyes to try new things. I never thought putting mac and cheese on a steak would actually turn out good. What about ranch seasoning? I'll tell you one thing, it was delicious. There are countless of experiments you asked me to do. Most of them turn out fantastic. And I'm hoping that today is going to be one as well, because you asked me to try this. Laur's seasoned salt. Believe it or not, this is the very first seasoned salt that ever existed. All made by Lawrence Frank, as he used this for prime rib seasoning. Nowadays, most people do not use this for steaks so much. Usually it's for deviled eggs, popcorn, corn on the cob, and many other things, not for steaks. Now I gotta say, why not? If you take a look at the back, there are some ingredients there that I'm familiar with. However, some of them are kinda tricky. But hey, I'm not here to judge. I just really have high hopes and hope this tastes fantastic. So let's find out right now, as I'll be using these 3 beautiful steaks for today's cook. They are the tenderloin tips. Usually whenever you get a tenderloin, you get the first cut, which is called the chateaubriand. That is the center cut. Then you have the tips left. In essence, they are much cheaper, but most importantly, they have the tenderness you're looking for in a filet mignon, and a lot of people say that they lack flavor, which I'm not in agreement with. And today we're gonna put that to the test. And since we have 3 of them, it's perfect for this experiment. Now the very first one I'm gonna be treating like I always do. A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Once that was done, I went ahead and vacuum sealed it, and it was now ready for sous vide. The second one, on the other hand, I'm gonna treat it a little bit different. Since this is a seasoning salt, I'll be only using Lawry's. Just like the previous one, I made sure to cover the whole thing with it. Remember, this is salt, but it also has additional seasoning, so I'm not quite sure how much to pour. One thing I know is to ensure that I covered the whole steak with it. The only thing left was to go ahead and vacuum seal it, and it was now ready. Since I have a third one, I went ahead and did a little bit different. Notice that this cut is a little bit different than the others. This one is like the head of the tenderloin, so it kind of breaks up a little bit. I first seasoned it with salt, then I went ahead and added the Lawry's. I have a feeling this might turn out better. Once everything was fully covered, I went ahead and vacuum sealed it, and my steaks were now ready to be sous vide. Talking about that, because this cut is extremely tender, it needs to be cooked at the right temperature. I like to do it at 129 degrees Fahrenheit for 2.5 hours. As that is cooking, it is perfect because it allows me time to go ahead and make an incredible side dish. And if you like potato and eggs, this one is specially made for you. It is my take on Tortilla Española. It might not be traditional, but it is delicious. And to make it, it is super easy, and here's how. The first thing to do is to cut up some potatoes. I like to cut mine just like this, not too thick and not too square. Notice that I'm using gold potatoes skinless. To me, those taste better. So into a non-stick pan, I threw all of them in, followed by some white sweet onions. Mixed everything well and combined them. Then I added a good amount of olive oil right on top. Bringing the temperature in nice and slow is the way to go. I try to keep it at maximum of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The goal is to fry up these potatoes really good. At the same time, get a nice caramelization. I want to get them nice and tender, but avoid getting them super crunchy. Because once they are nice and soft, I went ahead and passed them through a colander, as the next thing to do is to go ahead and add a good amount of mozzarella cheese, followed by some salt, black pepper, and we can't forget about the eggs. Now we want to mix everything well to combine all of these ingredients together. This is the consistency I was looking for. Nice and runny, but I can still see big chunks of potatoes. Now I throw everything back into the pan and start to cook it up. The goal here is to really cook everything up as fast as possible. But one important thing to remember is to mix it really well. That will start to cook up the eggs really good. Once it's 50% cooked, I went ahead and started to shape my tortilla, making it as tight as possible. Once that's done, you want to cover it up. I like to oil a plate really good so nothing gets sticky. To flip it, I put the plate right on top, turn it upside down, and remove. As easy as that. Back into the pan it goes to cook the other side. To help shape my tortilla, I just use a spoon. Keep tucking it until you're happy with the results. And don't be afraid to flip it as many times as necessary, because once you have done so, this is what you're left with. Just finish it off with a little bit of parsley, as this is today's side dish. Like I said before, if you enjoy eggs, potato, and cheese, this one was made for you. It's delicious just like this, but if you want to take it to another level, make it an extremely simple sauce. And here's how. Into the food processor, I threw in some sour cream, followed by gochujang Korean chili paste, a little bit of ketchup, cherry vinegar, some sweet relish, black pepper, salt, and a good amount of Japanese mayo. Now blend everything on high because your sauce is done. This will take the Tortilla Española to a whole new level. Don't believe me? Well, you just wait and see. because by this time my steaks were fully cooked. So I went ahead and opened them up, set them on a cooling rack so that all of the liquids can drain. But of course, before searing them, we gotta pat them dry. Moisture is the enemy of a good sear, because now I know exactly what you're thinking. I know my steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steaks, a little Tortilla Española, my style, my version, everybody, okay?
They can't get mad at you.
No, I know.
They can't get mad.
Exactly, because because I know they're gonna go like, that's not how you, that's right.
That's how he does it, though.
That's my version, everybody.
What are you gonna do?
You wanna see something different? Come to Sous Vide everything. With all that being said, I got the filet mignon tips.
Okay.
Let's give this a go. It is 100% about the seasoning taste.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I want to know which one tastes better.
Did you do anything weird?
Yes, always.
Leo, you know better than
You said seasoning taste. I was like, oh, it's just different seasoning. This is gonna be easy. This is gonna be good.
No, one of them gonna be nasty, Leo.
Leo,
I hate it here.
All right, enough talking. Let's give it a go, yeah?
Yep.
Let's start right here. Please dig in.
Ooh.
Oh
my goodness. I mean, can you tell that this is tender just from like how it hangs in there?
It's ridiculous how filet mignon can be so tender. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oof, I like it.
Wow, it's so tender.
The juiciness that this steak has is incredible. My God.
It's like Jello. It's Jello with beef flavor.
Sous vide makes filet mignon even more tender than you could think that it could be.
Highly nicely seasoned, I would say.
Is this the control?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Are you guys ready for the second one?
Is this the weird one or?
Oh, yes, sir.
Why do you ask, bro?
No, not at all. Not at all. There's nothing nasty today.
Okay.
Today. All right, let's go for it. Let's go for the second one. You guys give me your honest opinion. I want to know. The same thing. Even though this is one tip, the other one is the other tip. Oh, that sounded bad.
That sounded really
Haven't you had enough tips already?
There's a lot of tips going on over here, everybody. And this is the head. Isn't that messed up?
Oh my God.
Let's get a grip over here. Let's go ahead and try the steak. Give me your honest opinion. Sounds good? All right, let's dig in. Make sure you got a good amount of the crust because we really want to taste this.
Well, I got the bottom end, so I got the whole crust.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I will say immediately, very different.
Yes.
It's a very complex flavor to describe. Like, it's not as simple as just like a little bit sweet or a little bit more acidic. It's very different in the complexity of it. There's a lot going on.
Right.
You could tell that with the first control, it's just straight up seasoning, right? Like a little salt, pepper, garlic powder. But this has like some more herbs, some more different types of seasoning. It's really hard to put your finger on it.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a very different flavor than the first steak.
I will say this. I don't hate it.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love it.
I love the control more.
The control had a lot more of a pepper flavor. This one, I don't know if it has pepper. It's also a little bit more sweet than the control.
Yes.
But I mean, I can't hate it.
On the control steak, the seasoning that it had just kind of like brought out the flavors of the steak more. Whereas the second one, there's so much going on that it kind of, the steak flavors takes a little bit of a backseat when the seasoning takes a little bit more of the driver's side.
Salt, pepper, garlic powder, everybody. Still the champ.
For the win.
Yeah, but we don't know about the third steak.
This is the one that Google put Nutella on.
Maybe. It has a hole on it. But before we go here, let's try this, yeah?
Yes,
All
okay.
right, let's go for it. So this is like a tortilla española. The only difference here is that I put 150 pounds of cheese on it. Oh. And 200 pounds of eggs.
Oh, is that all?
I'm just kidding. With that being said, just try it naked first. Then after,
Put some clothes on it?
It just sounds funny, like we're gonna be eating a naked omelet.
Yes, pretty much. And then we're gonna try with the sauce. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Ooh.
I just love this.
That's creamy.
I want to say, Guga, congratulations, because my dad, this is his favorite thing to make. He makes this every single Sunday. Every Sunday I eat the same breakfast and it's always this. He makes a living making this dish.
So
and this is better than what my dad makes. So for that,
Oh my God.
Oh,
I mean, cut that.
I really hope
You
your
did
dad's
that
not
on
watching
the
that.
video? You said that? You said that out loud on the video?
Dad, if you try some of this, you'll agree.
Oh my God.
You better kill him.
Listen, don't listen to
You
Leo.
better
Yours
spank
is
him.
way better. Mine sucks.
Give him
It's
some
terrible.
pow-pow.
It tastes like
Wait, now you guys are getting me scared. Dad, I'm just kidding. I love you, please. It's a joke. It was a joke.
Now, with that being said, I did make a little spicy gochujang sauce, and I want you guys to give it a try.
I love spicy.
I'm
and
already
I love
dipped
gochujang.
up.
I highly recommend you going deep because the sauce is very mild because I didn't want to mask the flavor. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
That's, wow.
definitely with the sauce.
I like it better with the sauce, everybody.
Wow.
That's a really good combination.
crap.
The eggs are nice and fluffy, cheesy, a little bit of a bite with it because you can kind of like taste some potatoes and stuff. And that sauce just gives a whole nother flavor that you weren't expecting. A little bit of heat, not too much.
Yes.
It's just a little,
Yeah.
right? But it's just enough to give it that flavor.
Very delicious. Highly recommend. If you do it for your family, do it both ways. Naked and dress. Okay, let's just make it official for this last one. I kind of know the results, but I want to give you guys a true opinion here so you guys really know. Let's see. Ready to go? Enough talking to make it official. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Not my favorite.
I agree with Angel.
Salt, pepper, garlic powder is the champ. We agree?
Yes.
Give me 5. Are you guys ready to find out what it is?
Yeah.
It's all about this. Larry seasoning.
Oh, I see that all the time and when I go get groceries.
Yeah, exactly. It's extremely popular. You guys asked me to give it a try. It has a unique flavor. I can understand why a lot of people use it, but for steaks, highly recommend.
Salt, pepper, garlic powder.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, buddy.
Peace out,
Bye-bye.
guys.